Hey, I'm Morgan Alexander, and today I will be walking you through my Bigfoot project that I did for GEOG 2011's final project. Right here we have an Esri map of North America, and it shows the Bigfoot sighting locations in this region of the world, and you can see that there are quite a few. This Bigfoot dataset was aggregated from the BFRO website, and someone put it into an Esri map. And I wanted to put a little twist on this Esri map, and I changed the little icons to feet here just to make it fit with the theme. For the final project, we were focusing on the southeastern region of the United States. And what's really cool about story maps is you can put photos side by side and basically slide this bar to be able to see differences between images. So to start off, this is the counts of reported Bigfoot locations from 1921 to 2000. And you can see that kind of some hot spot areas in the southeastern region of the United States are down here in the state of Florida. And the darker the color pink, the more number of Bigfoot sightings there are. If I go ahead and take this slide bar and move it over, we see the counts of reported Bigfoot locations since 2000. And some patterns we can see that Florida remains a region of very high Bigfoot sightings, and it actually increases as well. With both maps, I wanted to make sure that the number of Bigfoot sightings range stayed the same so that the map wasn't necessarily lying when you were to scroll through the two of them. So you can see in the legend right there, the values do remain the same. So our task in QGIS was to point out what are the 3 counties with the most Bigfoot sightings before and after 2000, and what are the 3 most common land use types in places with Bigfoot sightings. So looking at our attribute table from our data, we saw that before 2000, Marion County, Levy County, Polk County, and Lake County were the counties with the most sightings, and then after 2000, Clay County, Collier County, Volusia County, and Lake County, sorry if I'm pronouncing those wrong, had the most sightings. And you can see that the sightings do increase throughout the years. And something that also is super interesting and important to know is that all of these counties are actually located in the state of Florida. In order to identify what the 3 most common land use types in places with Bigfoot sightings were, we looked at the R values in our attribute table. And the R values that had the most sightings were 41, 42, and 21. And these numbers correspond with deciduous forest, evergreen forest, and developed open space. And here is a table or a legend showing the different numbers that you can get from NLCD's website and the correlation they have between the different types of land use. I think the most interesting thing that I was able to see and recognize in this map was that Florida is a hot spot for Bigfoot, Yeti, Sasquatch sightings. And so I just did a quick Google search and found this article that said after alleged sightings, some believe Bigfoot lives in Florida. And yeah, that's just interesting to note. And just to go back really quickly, I think that when I was looking at the data, the deciduous forest and the evergreen forest kind of lined up with where I thought Bigfoot could live, and the developed open space area was a little bit more shocking. There were 57 sightings in this type of land cover classification, and it just made me think maybe this is due to urbanization. So for the connection to 2 concepts covered in this course, I chose data classification and VGI. For data classification, I used natural breaks in QGIS, and what this does is maximizes differences between classes and minimizes differences within classes. In QGIS, I was able to go in and put breakpoints into where the largest gaps occurred, and what's awesome about natural breaks is it's great for data with clusters and outliers. We're able to basically create these 2 maps and identify some accurate differences from the 2 distinct time periods with Bigfoot sightings. Next was the Volunteer Geographic Information, or VGI. And on the BFRO website, they talked about how not only do they use scientists, journalists, and specialists from diverse backgrounds to kind of make projects and go into the field and do laboratory investigations, they also take in witness reports. And if you go to their website, and I took a screenshot of it, you are able to report a sighting. And this kind of goes along with the theme of volunteer geographic information. And VGI is geospatial content generated by non-professionals using mapping systems available on the internet. And it basically offers different agencies to be able to enhance their databases. And with people being able to report their sightings, they can, continue to grow this Bigfoot data set. And it says right here, with respect to the pursuit of an unclassified species, the collecting of credible sighting reports is an essential part of the scientific process. So I just thought that was really cool. I hope you enjoyed.